Thank you, Sweta. Sweta is a regular student of my class. I think she would have attended minimum 20 days or 30 days. I don't know.
No,
When did we?
no, sir. You again confused me and Soumya.
No, not sorry. I'm confusing. Yes, I'm telling Soumya. Soumya, you. When did we start the class? Any idea?
Yes, sir. From 6th April, sir.
Oh, 6th April.
Yes, sir. It is 20 days, sir.
Roughly
Yes,
20. Good. Very nice. Very
Yes.
happy. And
Sir.
I will thank Soumya only, she is very regular. And yeah, thank you. If I'm not there, she will conduct class.
No,
Yeah.
sir.
No, come on. Sweta, please
Sir,
tell
yes,
me.
sir. Financial inclusion is the effort to make every individual inside the banking services in a way that the banking should go into the unbanked and underbanking areas.
No, actually, when you tell this, you are telling as if in terms of areas. But the idea is to get everybody into banking system and insurance system. That means to provide banking and insurance services to all the people at cheaper rates. Don't at cheaper rates. However, in order to cover all the people, we are going into the villages by opening regional rural banks, by appointing bank or business correspondents. Okay, so that is another way of explaining about this. But of course,
Yes,
what you told is right. Now let me ask you, Sweta, what is APY?
Adult Pension Yojana. Adult Pension Yojana.
Can you tell me some points about that? Hello.
Yes, sir. I remember it's launched in 2015. It can be opened in all banks. It is for the age group between 18 to 40. Where you have to give monthly premiums, then you will get the pension after 60.
But when you talk about this, first and foremost point you have to tell is Atal pension. But you are mentioning the T very silent in a soft way. Adal. You say Atal.
Atal. Okay.
You tell me Atal.
Atal.
Atal. It is based on that prime minister, one who was prime minister, Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Yeah. Atal Pension Yojana. When you tell this, first and foremost point you have to tell is, this is a pension scheme. And this is a pension scheme for unorganized sector people. Do you follow my point?
Yes, sir. Yes.
That is, see, organized sector people and all, they can always have national pension scheme, NPS and all that. But the poor people, like say, laborers and coolies and all, they don't have any pension system. And in order to provide a pension, but I don't know how many people are paying correctly and how many people are going to be benefited by that. This scheme was started for 18 to 40 years people, and pension to be paid at 60th year. But again, unless you continue to pay properly, the scheme will not be effective. That is again, they may be having, and it is monitored by what you see on the screen, PFRDA, Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority of India. What are the highlights of Atal Pension Yojana? Sweta, can you read this? Are you getting on the screen?
Yes, sir. Under the APY, there's a guaranteed minimum monthly pension for the subscribers ranging between ₹1,000 and ₹5,000 per month. The
Mm.
benefit of minimum pension would be guaranteed by the Government of India. Government of India will also contribute 50% of the subscribers' contribution or rupees 1,000 per annum, whichever is lower. Government co-contribution is available for those who are not covered by any statutory social security schemes and is not income tax payer.
Wait. This clause has been changed subsequently. They introduced this and subsequently they stopped it. After some 2 years or so, they stopped it. So don't commit about this one. Continue for this. Acha, here they are telling it correctly. Read. Government of India.
Government will co-contribute. Government of India will co-contribute to each eligible subscriber for a period of 5 years who join the scheme between the period of 1st June 2015 to 31st December 2015.
That's all. With that, they stopped it. Continue. The benefit
of 5 years of government co-contribution under APY would not exceed 5 years for all subscribers, including migrated Swavalamban beneficiaries. All bank account holders may join APY. Eligibility. APY is applicable to all citizens of India aged between 18 and 40 years. Aadhaar will be primary KYC. Aadhaar and mobile number are recommended to be obtained from subscribers for the ease of operation of the scheme. If not available at the time of registration, Aadhaar details may also be submitted later stage.
Oh, good. Something like that. But this much will do. You don't have to know fully these things. Good. Excellent. Now, likewise, I think we have not discussed about sovereign gold bond scheme. Where is that? Here it is. In our business, it is coming under what? Our Soumya?
Sir, other products.
Other products.
Sir, other products and services. Yes.
Oh, personal banking, other products, correct. Other services. 1 minute. Is it coming under other products? May money transfer, online remittance, like that. Let me check it up.
Sir, maybe it will be invest.
Huh? No, I saw it when I was conducting interview for you. I was seeing it. I want to tell what is invest mein hoega, correct.
Yes.
It comes under invest, sovereign gold bond scheme. So yeah, Vinish, are you there with us now?
Yes, sir.
Vinish, you
yes,
please.
Sir. You're audible, sir.
Yeah, please read the this one. What is given under sovereign gold bond scheme?
Yeah.
Please read.
SCB, yes,
And
sir.
1 minute. Those who are going for Federal Bank also, this will. I think Aman Kumar. I think sovereign gold bond scheme is there in your Federal Bank or not? Did you see the site? I am not remember.
Sir, I have not seen this term in Federal Bank website.
Acha. Anyhow, doesn't matter. But it's an information. Please listen. Please read SGB. Vinish, read. Yes, sovereign gold bond scheme. Vinish. Finish.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please read. Sovereign gold bond scheme is developed as a financial asset to provide the general public as an alternative to purchasing.
Including individuals, HUFs, interests, universities, and charitable institutions, they can make deposits under the scheme in multiple of 1 gram, that is 1 unit. The maximum amount can be subscribed by the individual, and HUF is not to be more than 4 kg and 20 kg. For trusts and similar entities per a fiscal year, that is April to March.
Yeah, now features and benefits. We will go through features and benefits. Oh, here it is. It is coming as another document. Please go through.
So category of investor, the bond will be restricted for the sale to resident Indian entities, including individuals, HUFs, trusts, charitable institutions, and universities. Limit of investment. A minimum subscription of 1 gram and maximum investment for of 4 kg for individual and HUF and 20 kg for trust and similar entities per investor per annum. Date of issue bond, date of receipt of bond will be the same which is inscribed on the holding certificate. Forms of bond, demat and fiscal. Interest option, half yearly intervals. Interest will be credited directly into the account mentioned in the application form or in account linked with demat account. Post maturity interest. Post maturity interest is not payable. Bank account. It is mandatory for the investors to provide bank account details to facilitate payment of interest or maturity value. Nominalization of facility. The sole holder or the all the joint holders may nominate a maximum of 2 persons as nominee. Maturity
Oh,
period 8 years from
see,
the date of issue.
normally in other accounts, we can nominate only one person. But here it seems we can nominate 2 people. And the interest rate is 2.50. It is paid half yearly. Continue. Maturity period.
Yeah, premature
Hmm.
redemption on the coupon dates after 5th year form the date of issue of bond. Tradability. Bonds will be tradable. Loans from banks against the security of the bonds. The holders of said securities shall be entitled to create pledge, hypothecation, or lien in favor of scheduled banks.
Yeah. These terms are only relevant for our MCOM students and all. Pledge, hypothecation, mortgage, and all that. They must know. But let me ask, Vinesh, do you know what is hypothecation? Where it comes?
Don't know.
Vinesh,
No idea, sir.
you no idea. When hypothecation will come in the case of, say, loan for purchase of vehicles. The vehicle that is financed will be hypothecated.
Sir,
Yeah. Vinesh, your internet is totally bad. Vinesh, your internet is totally bad. You are not at all. I'm not able to hear you. So I was telling about hypothecation. Hypothecation is in respect of, say, vehicle loans, where vehicle financed will be hypothecated to the bank. Vehicle financed will be hypothecated to the bank. The name of the bank will be entered as hypothecatee in the RC book, that is registration certificate book. So that is one hypothecation. The other type of hypothecation is also where bank gives loan against movables like stocks or goods in the shops. They are hypothecated to the bank. The possession will be in the hands of the borrower only. That is hypothecation. Whereas pledge is a system like gold loan, where the gold jewel will be pledged to the bank. That means the custody will be in the hands of the bank, which is giving finance. So that is the difference between pledge and hypothecation. There is another term we should know, that is mortgage. Mortgage is in respect of immovable properties. I think I must have told more than once about this. Very good. Any other question, please? Doubts? Any other questions you are having in your mind? Come on, boys.
Sir, what is that HUF, sir? Sir, they have mentioned like HUF stress and
HUF means Hindu undivided family. Hindu undivided
what is
family,
that HUF?
where the first male member will be the the topmost male members, eldermost male member will be the karta of the family.
Karta, yeah.
Karta.
The
So,
owner or the head of the family.
head
is
of the,
Karta.
see, normally this is more prevalent in the case of, say, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and all that, maybe in South India also, where families, they do business for generations together. There will be some families will be doing jewelry business. They'll be doing some textile business and all, not in individual name, but in the name of the family, HUF. Good. Any other questions, doubts you have, please come on. Vinish, your interview is on which date? You are going for Karnataka Bank. Vinish is not reachable. Vinish is not reachable. Yeah. Then this is our this boy, that Madurai boy. Madurai boy. Madurai, what is your name? I'm forgetting the name. Yeah, doesn't. Yeah, good.
My name is Vyas.
Vyas. Yeah. Any other person? Any other questions you have? Any other? Now I will make it interesting for you. Each one will ask a question to another person, and they will answer. Otherwise, each one will ask a question. I will pass on the question to one of you. We will start with Soumya. Soumya, please ask one question.
Sir, I will ask, sir.
Then you ask question.
Okay, sir. Sir, what is FCNR?
Good. Now I would request Mr. Vyas to answer this. Vyas.
Sir, FCNR stands for Foreign Currency Non-Resident Account. It is an account mainly for NRI people, and it is a foreign currency denominated account. It is not an Indian rupee. It is maintained in foreign currency, so it has no risk of exchange rate fluctuations.
Excellent.
So there are five foreign currencies generally will provide service for FCNR, like US dollar, pound sterling, Japanese yen, I think
Euro.
Euro one, yes sir. These are the currencies FCNR service are available.
Good.
Sir, adding to this point, sir, also the interest, sir, the tax is also not chargeable.
No income tax. Good.
It is not taxable because the income is generated in foreign countries.
Yeah, not foreign countries. Income is generated in India only. In fact, the account itself is maintained in rupees only, notional rupees. On
but
the date.
But the income generated not in here, sir. It is generated in foreign only, na?
No. It is not generated in foreign. Hello, Baba. What is the scheme of foreign currency? A person residing in USA remits 10,000 rupees to India. The bank in India, Indian bank, receives that money. They open this FCNRD. It will be converted to rupees on a notional rate as on that date. Every date, the rates changes. So on that rate, it will be opened and kept there, notional rate. So but interest is paid on one lesser rate of interest, 2.5 or so. And while reconverting also, the same notional rate will be applied. Could you follow?
Yes, sir. But the $10,000 he had, it is only in foreign country, not in India.
It has to be. It is coming from foreign country. But when I visit India, if I have dollars in my hand, I can put FCNRD. Nothing wrong. Could you follow?
Okay. Yes, sir.
That is allowed. Very good. Excellent. Now I will request who answered that question? Our Vyas. Vyas, please raise next question.
So what is the difference between promissory note and government securities?
Who I think this question, it will be a difficult one, because I am also going to look into the Google only. I don't know whether Sweta can answer. Sweta, can you try this?
Hello, sir.
Hmm. Yeah.
In the promising note is where one party will be give written written note that he will pay the debt after some time, and
Hmm.
that is the promissory note.
Hmm.
And what was promissory note and the government?
The 1 minute. First, let us see this promissory note. Are you seeing?
Promissory note is,
Are you
yeah,
seeing on the
when
screen?
some,
Are you seeing
yes,
on the
sir.
screen? Yeah, 1 minute. This is the promissory note. See here, place or residence where it is being executed, date on which it is executed. What is your name? Sweta, agree and promise to pay X or order the sum of rupees so much for value received with interest at the annual rate of -% payable on or after date. Same date they will put. Then in India, we will put one rupee stamp, revenue stamp, and it will be signed on that. And in our banks, we have a practice. Here we will again take the signature of the party, and underneath that we will write son of so and so or wife of so and so. This is how we will take the promissory note. This is the promissory note, and promissory note can be executed by anybody favoring any other person. Now, what is the next question you asked? Government, what is that?
Securities.
Government securities. Very good. Government securities. India.
Tradable instrument issued by the government.
What are government securities? Government issues securities to raise capital for development projects. These securities are called government's G-Secs issued by RBI. RBI manages the public debt of the Indian government. G-Secs are issued in 3 forms: treasury bills, dated securities, and bonds. Treasury bills, dated securities, and bonds. How can I buy government securities in India? How to invest in government securities? Retail investors have multiple channels to invest in treasury bills and Government of India dated bonds in primary market. Retail investors can place their orders through any one of the following options available under the non-competitive bidding facility offered by National Stock Exchange. To be honest, I don't know. I have never seen this so far, but still I am reading for your sake. What are government security bonds in India? These government securities are sovereign or treasury bonds issued by the government to raise funds for operations in infrastructure development and other expenditures. The government issues fixed interest rates and maturity date ranging from a few months to several years. Then next question, is it safe to invest in government securities? Government bonds are one of the most secure forms of investment in India, attributed to its sovereign guarantee. Risk-averse investors, that is, those who don't want to take risk, prefer superlative security for their investments, devoid of uncertainty created present in the market-linked instruments, can look to invest in this type of security. That is, people like me who do not want to take risk. I want at least the principal money back. Such of those people, it is better to invest in government securities. Whereas the other day I posted a video wherein you must have seen that the price of ITC shares has risen terribly high, so many times from that one. And also, if you know the famous success story of Infosys, Narayana Murthy is the driver, was given salary in the form of Infosys shares. And those shares, which were priced at 10 rupees, 20 rupees in those days, are now worth thousands of rupees. That is the advantage of share market and this one. Whereas government security and all, no increase in interest rate. And it is in fact, this only spoiled, I have told yesterday or day before yesterday about Silicon Valley Bank. Silicon Valley Bank, what they did, they invested majority of their funds safely in their government securities. At that time, government was giving probably 1% interest or 1.5% interest. Subsequently, now due to inflation, the rate of interest has risen up very high. And now when the bank wanted to sell that, people were not willing to buy it at that rate, because that will give only 1% interest or 1.5% interest. Present day interest is 6%, 7% in America. So they won't buy, they wanted to buy it at discount. $100 possibly would have been bought at $90, $80, like that. That resulted in loss. But this government security is a more safe investment for retired people like us, who want to be assured of their income and also be assured of the safety. Now, answering question for Vyas, a promissory note is not all that is secured, whereas government securities are guaranteed. A promissory note can be issued by an individual favoring another individual or another institution, or by one institution favoring others. And if the same thing is issued by a bank or government, then it becomes government promissory note. So that is what it is. And also they are called as government bonds. See, these government bonds, they are earning, now they are getting 7.1% interest. So likewise, can NRIs invest in government securities? Reserve Bank of India has enabled NRIs to invest in Government of India bonds, GSEC. They are long-term securities. The tenure range of such bonds is from 5 years to 40 years. Based on tenure, these bonds provide yields 6.18 to 7.72%. So this is Vyas. Could you understand the point now? Vyas,
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
good. After Vyas, I think I asked Sweta. Sweta, you ask one question.
Sir, what will be the difference between the foreign direct investment and the foreign institutional investors?
Good. Who can answer this? I think only Soumya can do it. Soumya, can you try?
Yes, sir.
So
foreign direct investment means investing in a country other than our home country. So in this direct means capital direct flow from one country to another. And so in FII, that is foreign institutional investors, they are large companies and institutes that invest in overseas countries and like in financial markets.
Yeah. What is your name? Soumya, please read this. FDI.
So FDI stands for foreign direct investment, which means investing in a country other than your home country. It involves direct capital inflow from one country to another. FII stands for foreign institutional investors. These are large companies, institutes that invest in overseas countries' financial market.
Very good. That's right. But I understand it slightly in a different way. That is, FDI, they are all invested in they buy the shares. Of course, even here, FII also, they buy the shares, they buy it in the market. They buy it in the market. Here, what is the major difference between FDI and FPI? This is another one. What is the difference between FPI? FDI refers to investment made by foreign investors to obtain substantial interest of an enterprise located in a different country. FPI, portfolio investors, refers to investing in financial assets of a foreign country, such as stocks or bonds available on an exchange. Acha, FDI, they will be investing in a particular company to have control over that function, like similar to Catholic Syrian Bank. Now, an investor from Canada has invested large funds in that, and he has taken over control of that bank. Whereas FPI refers to investing in financial assets of a foreign country, such as stocks or bonds. So not in one company. That is FPI. FII includes investments, same thing, financial assets such as stocks, mutual funds, and insurance companies. Yeah, FDI includes investments high yielding such as plant and machinery of a business. What is an example of FDI? A US-based cell phone provider buying a chain of phone stores in China is an example. In a vertical FDI, a business acquires a complementary business in another country. For example, a US manufacturer might acquire an interest in a foreign company. That is a point. Might acquire an interest in a foreign company that supplies it with the raw materials it needs. So could you follow Sweta to some extent? FDI is investing directly into a company in order to take charge of the company, whereas foreign institutional investors are companies who invest in large, say, in the stock market for, say, for investment purposes. Okay.
Yes.
Very good. After Sweta, now Vinish, can you ask some question?
Yes, sir. Like, what do you mean by a lead bank, and how a bank can be?
How a bank can be? Lead bank. Yeah.
Called as lead bank for particular district or state.
No, please repeat because the signal
What
got cut.
is
You are living in which place, Vinish?
Andhra
Vinish?
Pradesh, sir. Andhra Pradesh.
You pray to God that interview should not be in internet. You know, your internet is so, I know, I am told in India it is raining a lot, and in many places
It's too raining here, sir. Like, I could not able to get any geo.
It is Is it raining now?
Yes, sir. It's good.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was told
Yes, sir. Now also, sir.
It is raining very heavily in India. And how is it Sweta has got good internet now? Sweta, no
It's
rain?
not raining here. It's
Acha, Kerala
too
no
hot
rain.
here.
Oh, Kerala no rain. Acha, lucky.
In my part, actually. It's
Acha. You are in which place?
Kasargod, sir.
Kasargod. I think some train has been introduced to Kasargod from Trivandrum to Kasargod.
Vande Bharat. Yes.
Yeah. So please get to know about that also.
Yes, sir.
They will ask you. Now, Vinish is asking what question he asked about lead bank scheme. So please repeat the question, Vinish.
Like, what do we mean by lead bank, and what is the criteria to be selected as a lead bank for a particular district or state?
I think this question we have answered in 1 or 2 classes. Now, Aman Kumar, can you answer this?
No, sir, I'm not aware of this.
I think Soumya will be knowing. Soumya, can you answer this?
Yes, sir. The lead bank scheme is a scheme which provide banking services in rural areas through a service area approach. And sir, in this, sir, there is one lead bank which provide adequate banking services in rural areas which does not have adequate banking services. And sir, so that's all I know about lead banks.
The lead bank scheme was launched by RBI in 1969 as an area approach for providing banking facilities in rural areas. What you said was right, Sweta. Soumya, more or less correct. The lead bank scheme was recommended by Dr. Gadigal study group that pioneered the idea of providing social banking in the post-independence period. Shall I give the link for this? Yeah. I am giving the link for this in our Telegram page. Yeah. So this is the lead bank. And the concept for why a particular bank is selected as lead bank is that the bank which has more number of branches in a particular district is assigned this responsibility as lead bank manager. This lead bank manager or lead bank, what they do, no manager, lead bank. Lead bank in turn will appoint a lead bank manager. The lead bank, what they will do a survey of the district, find out what is the total population, how much area is rural, how much area is semi-urban, how much area is urban, what are the how many number of schools are there, how many number of colleges are there, how many hospitals are there, and what is the facility for providing drinking water, drainage system. Everything they will make a survey, and they will conduct periodically meeting along with the collector and the managers of the bank branches working in that district. In that, they will decide that these are the sectors that have to be given more finance so that more employment can be created, more opportunities will be created, so and economy will be moving. So they will decide that and allot a target to the people, so that after that the banks will be giving finance for say priority sector advances or say for housing, like that, depending on what is decided in the lead bank committee meeting. In that meeting only, they will decide about the scale of finance for what is that? Kisan credit card. A Kisan credit card is a card given to the farmers and the bank will consider the extent of land over which cultivation is being made by the farmer and the crop that is being grown by him and the scale of finance that is decided by the lead bank committee, the respective bank committee of the district. Accordingly, the Kisan credit card limit will be fixed, and in that up to 1.6 lakh no security, from 1.6 to 3 lakh the crop produced is, and the land is also mortgaged or hypothecated to the bank, and there is an interest subsidy or interest subvention of 3%. Actually, it seems the rate of interest is 9%, out of which 2% interest subsidy is given by the state government. Then, if the party borrower pays the loan within the period of 1 year, then he will be given 3% interest subvention given by Government of India. That means the borrower will pay only 4% interest, but majority of the farmers still they don't pay even then. Even though it is going to be 4%, they will not pay. They are people who are who are pledging their jewels. They are borrowing more than their levels. And also most of them will be spending money on drinks and other things, and also gambling, spoiling themselves. But the people who are benefited are the rich farmers, Jamindar like people. They are the people like Sharad Pawar and others. They are the people benefited by such schemes. Thank you so much. Aman Kumar, I think you only have not asked question. Please ask some question. Aman Kumar,
What are scheduled?
yeah.
Yes, sir. So what are scheduled and non-scheduled banks?
What is scheduled and non-scheduled bank? Yeah, good. Who can answer this? Anybody? Vyas, can you answer
Sir,
this? Yeah. Vinesh, you want to answer this?
yes, sir. Like scheduled bank is having a minimum paid up capital is around 5 lakhs, and non-scheduled banks do not have any rules like this.
So the banks which are under Schedule 2 of RBI Act 1934, we call it as scheduled bank.
RBI Act of
34 Schedule 2.
Yeah.
The banks which are placed under Schedule 2 of RBI Act 1934, we call it as scheduled bank.
Very good. And the minimum paid up capital should be 5 lakhs. This
5
was
lakhs.
fixed 70, 80 years ago, this amount of 5 lakhs. But right now, if one wants to start a new commercial bank, he has to bring 500 crore as capital. If one wants to start a small finance bank, he has to bring 200 crore as capital. If one wants to start a payment bank, he has to bring 100 crore as capital and further get license from RBI. And afterwards, nowadays, you know, they are including Airtel Bank also in scheduled commercial bank. Then Paytm Bank is also scheduled commercial bank. Jio has been not included, I think so. Whereas India Post Payment Bank, that is also a scheduled commercial bank. That's what it is. This term is very relevant, very important in the case of appointments. You know, State Bank of India, they conduct periodically recruitment for circle-based officers. There they will say they want only people who have worked in scheduled commercial bank. So then in that case, even scheduled bank, this say our small finance bank, payment banks, they may be excluded. It so happened in 1 or 2 years, many candidates came from cooperative banks working as officers. They were all paid very low salary, 20,000, 15,000 salary. They thought it is good to come to State Bank. State Bank, they said those people are all not eligible like that. That's what happened. Anyhow, thank you so much. Best wishes. Be reading newspapers. I have been giving snippets. The same link that I have given you on 1st April is valid throughout April. So periodically you click and see whether I have added something new. Today also I have added something new for the date 23rd April, 24th April and all that. Please see that and read. There may be 2 versions of 23 and 24. Doesn't matter. Read all that. Take notes. Okay. Thank you so much. Best wishes. Tomorrow, I think there is one person, 98473, then 88873. 2 people I have given time for tomorrow mock interview. Best wishes. And all of you have, if you have not taken second interview date, please ask me and take it early so that you won't come in the last minute. My dates are free. 28th is free, 29th free, 30th also I am free, no problem. Tell me, anybody, all of you, 2 interviews over?
No, sir.
No. Soumya, which date you want?
Sir, around 30.
30th, yeah, 30th Sunday मना आपको देगा हमने. Shall I give you shall I give you India time 8 o'clock
Sir, morning or night?
night,
Okay, sir.
8 p.m. Your number starts with 9310
No, sir,
74.
74.
Okay, understood. 74. Yeah, Abhi mil gaya. So I have noted your second interview KBL. Thank you. Yeah, anybody else? Second interview not over. Aman, for you, second is over, na?
Yes, sir. Today only. Yeah,
Acha,
today
acha.
was the second.
Very
yeah.
good, very good. And you are going to have the interview day after tomorrow itself. Good.
Yes, sir.
Best wishes. Best wishes. Then Vinish, your first and second interview over.
No, sir. Actually, my interview date has not been announced, so I'm waiting for that.
Okay, you okay. Thank you. Thank you. Then our Vyas, your first is over, second also over, na?
No, no, sir. Only first is over. I have to give
So-
second.
Second, which date you want?
Sir, it can be on 29 or 30, sir.
29th, I am giving you 7 o'clock. Okay.
Sir, can it be 5 o'clock?
Okay, 5 p.m. No problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yours is 98554, right?
No, sir. 86088.
86088. Correct, correct. Okay. KBL number 2. Thank you. Noted. Anybody else? Sweta, your second interview?
It's scheduled on tomorrow.
Very good. Vyas over, Aman over, Vinish over, Soumya over. Very nice. Thank you. Best wishes. Any questions? Anything anybody would like to ask? I will stop recording it 1 minute. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Stop.